Hey guys, how you doing? This is a beautiful day to take an infant on a bike ride. So today we're going to be reviewing this little gem, which is the Burley Snuggler. This is an insert for infants to take a bike, taking a baby on a bike in a bike trailer on a bike ride. If you've been wondering how to exactly take an infant, or if it's okay, or if it's safe to bike with an infant, this video is for you. Be sure to like the video if it's helpful, but also because it helps more people find this. This is really where we're talking about how to make biking part of your daily life, how to just save more money and save your health and hopefully save the planet all at the same time. Did you know, guys, that half of all car trips in the United States are under 4 miles? Half of all car trips. That means basically, half of all the cars on the road right now don't need to be there, because 4 miles is easily bikeable. It's even walkable or runnable. There's no reason that we should be. So anyways, I'm trying to get this information out to more people, so be sure to like it and also subscribe if that's you and if you jive with that. All right, so this Burley Snuggler right here there's a few things that it's really great with, and why I think this is the best insert that's out there. There are not many inserts for bike trailers specifically, but this is the best one that's out there. And also there's a few things that I don't particularly like about it, so I'm going to get into that. That you should know about. First of all, if you have an infant, this is really an excellent option. The other option for you is to use a car seat, which I'll also talk about inside the bike trailer. This is one that I like the most because it's the most versatile, meaning you can use this Snuggler, this insert, with any bike trailer. Burley might say that it should only be used for Burley bike trailers, but that is actually not the case. This is a Schwinn bike trailer. This is the Joyrider, which is by far my favorite one. And I do recommend it for everyone. Check that out. Boom. This guy is, if you have these 5-point harnesses, which all bike trailers have a 5-point harness, it's standard. They just pass through the holes here, and then you put the buckle through the bottom here, and then you can just put that in there. And that's really the main benefit and the pro of this thing, is that it's versatile. You can use it on any bike trailer. Also, a really nice benefit of this is that you can sit 2 kids next to each other. So if you have 2 children, older or younger, or if you have twins, you can sit them next to each other side by side, and they'll be comfortable in there. All right. As opposed to using a car seat, if you use an infant car seat, then you basically can't fit more than 1 child in there. You have to just put the car seat in there, close the thing. In most bike trailers that I've used, an infant-sized car seat does fit perfectly fine, even in a single seated bike trailer. This is a double-seated. And you just put the car seat in there. The infant is comfortable because it's a car seat. You probably already have a car seat, so you don't have to go out and buy this thing. So that's kind of a benefit of it. The main drawbacks right now about using a Snuggler like this is, well, first is the price, right? Right now it's about $80 on Amazon, which I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's $80, and so it's a cost. It's like a cost benefit analysis. If you really want to bike with an infant, then you're just gonna have to eat the cost of that. It is good quality. It's warm. It's kind of got this, like, I don't want to call it. It's like elephant material. Now, the other thing that's not to love about this Snuggler little piece is that if you have a bike trailer that does not recline, the seats don't go back, then you might be in a situation where your infant is maybe a little bit too upright or uncomfortable if they don't have the proper neck and back strength to sit themselves up. But in the end, you can make them comfortable by just positioning them right and adding some, a pillow maybe behind the seat to make it more inclined. So it's entirely up to you. It's not such a big deal, but you might feel like you have to kind of maneuver your baby in the seat a little just to make them a little more comfortable. So that kind of brings up another question: is riding with an infant even safe? So the deal about this, guys, is that in the United States, it's not recommended to ride with an infant under 1 year old, under 12 months. However, a big however is that in many countries it is actually very, very common that I've visited, and also in many countries, especially in Europe, in Japan, all over Europe, many places, it's very common to see people riding around with infants. And I've even done surveys and polls with our own community and in different forums and groups, and I found that a lot of people do ride with infants in the United States and especially around the world. So regarding if it's safe or not, ride at your own risk. But the reality, guys, is that riding with a bike trailer is extremely safe. It's, you know, you're not riding at high speeds if you do it right. I'll put actually a nice little article that I wrote about how to ride safely and how to make bike trailers even more safe, and actually evaluating how safe they are. The bottom line is that if you're riding at speeds under 10 miles an hour, which you should be, because riding with a bike trailer is not very easy to go over 10 miles an hour. But if you're riding at slow speeds and you're only riding on bike trails and greenways and sidewalks, which I recommend, I don't recommend riding on the road, especially with a child, then you're really gonna have very low chances of risk of injury or accident or incident or anything like that. The reality is they're very safe. I've never, in the years that I've been doing this with my kids, I've never come into even being close to having an accident with them. So the reason that it's safe is mainly because you have time to stop, or to just, you know, this stop-go process when you're pulling a bike trailer is very slow, very controlled. So you don't really have to worry about losing control or anything like that. But there are definitely other things you can do to be more safe, which I'll put down in the description. We should really check that out. So if the infant insert is right for you, then this is definitely the way to go. The Burley Snuggler. I'm gonna put a link in the description to get that on Amazon or wherever you want to get it. But another option, guys, check this out. Oh, car seat method. If you have an infant car seat, which you probably do, you can just put it in like that, and you can connect the back to it or tie it down with a bungee cord if you want. And close it like that, and then you have a mobile, basically a mobile car for your infant, and it's comfortable. It's, you know, what the baby's used to. The only downside of this, of course, is you can't fit 2 children in there, of course, unless they. No, you can't. You can't. I was thinking you could just put them right there, which I've done around the neighborhood, but not officially, off the record. You can, yeah, just close that up. And by the way, this is the Schwinn Instep Schwinn Joyrider bike trailer. I really like it. This was actually my first bike trailer, and it's been our favorite for years and years, because it's, look at this massive case. This is metal. These metal bars just make it super secure, and it is by far just the best stroller and bike trailer that I found, and I really recommend it to anyone, especially if you're riding with an infant. So I'll put a link to that, my review that I did on this trailer as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Nice talking to you. Take care.